And now we are going to our next runner, Ætienne, who is going to play Giga Record. Good luck.
Thank you. So, welcome to Giga Walker. That's a Metroidvania puzzle platformer made by Game Freaks, who's also made Pokemons, but this time will be a pretty different game. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So, at the very first of the game, the very first level of the game, we are this tiny little girl, little white-haired girls, but that's not the main character of the games, because it's only the tutorial phase who just learn how to jumps, how to make simple platform things. The very interesting part of this game is entirely made by a level editor. I'm sorry, and that's also can be used by all of the players who buy this game. So the main community of these games is something like Super Mario Maker to make different levels, and the speedruns community is very tiny. So, but I'm here, so that should be fine. So there is Reika. This is the main person of the game, the main character of the games. So we are in a war against an invasion of space machine, and during this war, Reika have this left arms destroyed or taken by those machines, but she gets saved by a scientist to grab another arms machines with Reika, so she's a cyborg, definitely. And now we have to take revenge for the whole humanity. And to do that, we have to master this new power. And to be simple, if you like X-Men and especially Magneto, this game is for you. So, because the main ability of Reika is this, the recall, to take some materials, some debris in the levels, and make a big ball of steel, and you can break any different enemy with that. All of this magnetism mechanics is used for every single fight. For example, we have those robots with a red part, you can see. But now, most of the spots are in blue, because if you have enough debris to destroy robots with a red shield, like this, you can just kill them in one shot. So we just saw the very first upgrade of this Metroidvania. That's the lock. This is square. You can do it to be platforms, and that's also one of the best things to use to make some glitch in the games, or not even a glitch, but something like, oh, you didn't die. Interesting. Normally this one die by these things. So here we go for the first damage boost. That's fine. There we go. Oh no, this one is not involved. So physics is always your allies in these games. So another one, that's fine. Really important things about my life on the bottom left. There is no items to regenerate your life in these games, but you can go full. You can be. Oh damn, that's bad. There we go. You can go back full life if you die, or if you save, but I don't want to do any of this. So the only things I will go for in my skill tree will be the regenerations. So we are out of this first levels, and we entering. Oh, good eye, please. We entering the factory. So I will not really use the world map a lot in this run, of course, because it's taking times. I already know it, so first puzzle, that's fine. All of the different rooms are puzzle platforms with the Rekka's powers. Most of them can be done really easily with a normal way, but there is really fun to find a way to do all of this puzzle really fast when we're reaching this game. So this one comes there. Okay, I will go for a safe strat here. I will check this extra experience. Yeah, because the blue things, those blue things are experience. I'm actually level 7, so I will go in my skill tree. And I will go for the regenerations. So why regeneration is powerful in these games? It's because it also works in dialogues and in cinematics, so that's very useful. Second upgrade, the blade. Blade is pretty useful for fights, of course, but also to destroy those things. Okay. Little. Yeah, of course, there is a lot of Japanese things in these games, and the interesting. Oh, that was close. Yeah, that's close. The interesting things is in the credits. All of the persons who give their voice to the character are mentioned. That's pretty awesome. So this is the world map. Oh, I just activate teleporting towers, so it's checkpoints. So okay, that's fine. Momentum is really important to use in these games. If you want to do very long jump, you have to jump when you already are in movement to make a really long jump. So this is a very big rooms for fightings. Blue. Okay, that's fine. So what I just activated, that's a switch for past the boss, the door of the boss of this section, and for activate the door of the boss, you have 4 switch to activate. But at this moment of the games, I will activate 5 of them because it's a Metroidvania. There is some backtracking, and I have to go back in this section later. And when I go back, I would like to have 7 switch activated. So this is the second one. So I use the teleportations, and let's go for 3 more of them.
Do we have a time for donation?
For sure.
We have a €5 donation from Zida, who just finished his Link to the Past run, saying, as promised, here's the €5 for Trolldorm dropping me down. Let this go towards the glitching of Super Mario 64.
Awesome. I will not die in this run. I promise. Oh my god. Oh, that's bad. So, there we go. So this is not the normal way to do this rooms, but by using this white glue things, you can turn all of the debris into bouncing things like this. Come on, thank you. And by throwing it just in front of you, you can immediately bouncing. So it's pretty useful. So I need a lot of debris to destroy this big gourd. So this is a very tricky room here. I have to do a precise damage boost to pass the entire rooms. So let's go. That's fine. There we go. Oh, that's the first try. That's very good. So we have activated 5 switch. So now I can go for the boss. As we see, my life points are nearly full because of the regeneration things in my skill tree. That's really the most powerful things you can get early in the games. So other things in the skill tree are boosting your weapons, boosting your range, updating your resistance also. That can be pretty useful during boss fights. So I will trick these rooms once again by blading this and activate that. That's a good start for the moment. No problem in most of the rooms. And we are going for the first boss of the game. So yeah, there is an incentive in this runs, is the boss rush. That means it's another mode of the games you can unlock when you finish the games to redo all of the boss, but in more difficulty in more difficult way. So we face one of first general of the machine army, Straviniter. So that's not a hard fight here. That's in a casual gameplay that can be difficult to know how to beat this boss. So we just have to smash this world and make this world destroy in across most of the rocks. Because if you turn the rocks in yellow like this, you can break all of the rock with you because of your magnetism power and smash the shield of the boss. And the second phase of this fight, I have to stack more debris, so I have to wait later. The music of those boss fights are pretty awesome too. That's done. That's the quick kill of this boss. For each boss there is a quick kill strategy. That's mean the boss is really optimized, because most of the boss of these games are really scripted. There is only 2 boss with a little bit of random, because they can do their pattern in a different order. So that's the only thing that can change. So, oh damn, I missed a jump. Anyway, so I have 2 stacks debris here. Come with me, little one. I don't have enough debris to kill these big balls. I have to wait. And this one's good. If your debris are not in blue, that means if the enemy is not in blue, that means you don't have enough debris to destroy them. That's a really cool way to manage fights in a game like this. So, second boss, immediately after the first one. Yeah, that's weird. Those 2 bosses are really one after another one. So this is one of the two boss with a random pattern. So she can do nearly anything, any pattern one after another. So the better strategy to do this boss is to stay on the middle of the rooms and just waiting for the pattern to stack debris and smash the boss after that. So let's go. Which one? Okay, the best one. It's fine. Okay. And 1. So the second ones will be a little bit harder. Oh no, wrong way. It's not the best. Oh no, I missed it. Yeah, little mistakes. I was turned in the wrong side. There is for one of those patterns there is a way to do it a little bit faster. I tried to do that, but I was turned in the wrong side when I smashed. Anyway, that's not a huge miss. So let's go for the second section of these games, or nearly the third ones. That will be the laboratory. So this section, this yellow section of the games is the main entrance of every different section in this world map. to be really simple, there is 3 main sections: the factory, the laboratory. We are actually in the laboratory, and the mine. And for these new sections, we will introduce the laser. So I will speak about laser right now. So there it is. When I do the recall things to grab most of the debris, that also activate, yeah, the laser like this. Oh. Okay, that should be enough. Here we come, the very first glitch of the games. There we go. So normally to activate those orange switch, you need to have a very big square, but just doing it with a middle square in the angle of the switch and stay crouched on it, you can activate the switch only with a middle. Oh, that's a really good RNG right there. Because of that, I don't need a square. That's pretty good. Oh. Okay. That's one. Like I did in the factory, I need 4 different switches to unlock the boss door there. So just have to wait the good cycle. There we go. Oh no, bad cycles. I get it by the laser. Oh wait. There we go. That happens sometimes. You get hit by this laser. That pushed me out. A very dangerous thing in this game is the knockback. When she gets it, Reika has a really huge knockback, and that can push you, for example, in a hole or something like that. We will see that in the mine. Okay, I only have 4 HP. That can be a problem, so I have to take care. So here comes the black hole, the machines. Just have to mash the recall power to grab all of the debris and destroy this black hole machines. Here it comes for the third ammunition, Javelin. Javelin is very useful. That's probably the most useful upgrade of Reika, because you can hit in front of you a javelin like this and also use it as a platform. And there we go. So we will have a little cutscene. I will skip this cutscene. There we go. And I will just activate the teleport. Yeah, I'm already at 8 HP, so yeah, regeneration is so OP. So, new puzzles, laser. I have to activate this. Oh, I don't want this world. There is a specific manipulations for the javelins, so we have to take care to don't do another upgrade like the blades. I need the javelin in this section, so I will destroy these ones and make a little square. Oh no. Oh! I'm sorry about that. That's not what I want to do. Okay, let's go again. I slip on a tiny debris, I think. So. Oh. Ah. Come on. No, I will not make it. Yeah. There we go. I was waiting because the grenade, as I said, has a really huge knockback, so I didn't want to do something stupid for a second time, so there we go. So that was really bad, but anyway. So I skip this one and I will go for these platforms. So once again I do. Oh yeah, about those red, those red things that stop any debris that touch those red cycles. So I have to use that, and that's fine. Oh no, not the start. Yeah, we have to use starts for past the dialogues. So I use a glitch here. There we go. So because Reika, when Reika make this lock, the square, she's just on top of this earth, and if you are in a really specific angles, you can make the square through a platform, so that can be really useful. Oh no, I'm not in a good positions. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Javelin here. Okay, that was a bad section in the laboratory, but anyway, let's go for the boss. In this door. So before that, we have to activate the teleporter for the boss of this section. Oh no, that's bad. Once again, there we go. That should be good. There we go. And this one. Okay, that's good. There is a clear setup to do this laser correctly, so that's why I take my time at the beginning of this room. There we go, second boss. So if Astra Evidentia is the boss of the reflex, Astra Kedru is the boss of the timing, because she don't move. She don't move at all, and you just have to destroy the door that she summoned. There we go. That should be fine. Okay, let's make one. Oh, no, bad. That's fine. Okay. Pretty far. Okay, fine. Oh, bad javelin once again. Anyway, let's wait. And oh, there we go. That was the third boss of the game. So once again, oh yeah, that's the cinematic I want to pass. Yeah, that's if you press start too early, that's make the pause menu instead of skipping the cinematics. So that's problem. So there we come the most random jump of the whole runs. Hallelujah! Oh, I'm alive! Woohoo! Sometimes you touch the ground here and you die instantly. Yeah, those spikes are Mega Man spikes. You just touch him and you're dead. So. Oh, that's a cool thing. We make the angel jump at the first try. That's very good. And here comes the third main section. So I have to take care here. Oh no, that's wrong. So I have to do it with the javelin. Yeah. There we go.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. We have Shadow Frost with a €5 donation. And he's saying this game is really awesome. I got to see more of this.
Thank you. Yeah, that's I found these games because of Steam sales. And I made what? It's a Game Freak games? Game Freaks with Pokemon or something like that? Yeah, that's made by Game Freaks, by the very tiny team of Game Freaks, and most of those levels are made by a level editor by the community of the games. So yeah, and also the developer select the more interesting level designs in the community. So that's why the main community of Giga Walker are about this level editor, and not about speedrunning. But speedrunning is good, is awesome too, because it was pretty interesting to find a better way to do most of those rooms. Yeah, it's fine. Ow. Not. Yeah. I'm always afraid when I destroy this tank. Yeah, some new enemy in this mine. The tank is probably one of the worst enemy possibles. Those homing missiles are really problematic. So I have to do these rooms for this switch. No, I didn't manage this jump correctly. So I have to take care about this black hole. Yeah, there we go. Come on this. Oh, no, that's not enough. So I will just recall below the switch to activate it faster. And back to the main way. So yeah, you have, oh damn, you have to learn a bit of how the world map is designed, because yeah, some rooms are kind of similar. So, but when you do when you have a clear, when we did with those, oh damn, with those two other main speedrunner, oh damn, with the two other main speedrunner of these games, Danesaver and Blaze War, we made all of the routing of all category of this runs of these games. I'm sorry, and after we did that, we learned it pretty fast. So that's not too hard to speedrun Giga Walker. Once again, I activated this teleporting door, this teleporting tower, and I will begin with this room. Okay, fine. So there comes a new glitch with these wheels, because no, that's not what I want. There we go. Enough? Yeah, enough. If you shoot the wheels with javelins in a certain angles, that makes the wheels turn as fast as it's needed. Oh, as fast as it's needed to just activate the switch. So it's faster to just search for another wheel. Once again, this. Oh no, not good. Not good. That's fine. Normally you have to use more debris here with this big guy just below me. So once again to the left. Don't touch the gas, Reika. Don't touch the gas. So I will push this little one. Okay, push you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. So this enemy will activate this switch for me, and I will skip this entire room. There we go. Okay, fine. That's fine. So I don't like this bridge. Oh my god, this bridge. This bridge is... that's fine. Sometimes this bridge is a huge problem, because if you jump when the platform move in these games, that can be a problem. So skipping cutscene once again. Damage boost? No. Sometimes I get a random damage boost here. That's gonna be useful. Okay. I don't like this tank. I don't like this tank. Let's try. So I have to activate the... Oh, it will die during the cutscene. That's perfect. Yeah. So this cutscene of door opening animations, that's pretty useful, because the tank... Oh, damn. That's bad. The tanks die during it. And when a tank dies, there is some extra damage you can take because of those debris of explosions. So you have to take care. So I have to climb here. You have to climb this whole level, but I have to take care of the gaze too. So the gaze will push this platform. That's perfect. That was fast. And you have to carry a lot of debris on the top of this room to destroy this big guy. So that's going pretty well for these rooms. There we go for the boss. But before that, another rooms, and I will use the same glitch as I did in those very first rooms with the square. Oh, it's more like a cube. I always say a square, but it's a cube, yeah. So yeah, I put this cube just here, and let's go. So, boss number 4, Asararu and Ketu. So this is a very scripted boss. So that's normally not a problem, except you have to take really care to don't get pushed in a hole here. But more important, this is probably the best music of this game. So that's why I like this fight. The music is pretty awesome. There we go. 2v1. So this is a cat snake or something like that. I just have to take care to don't get hit. So this pattern, the smash, when the snake smash the ground, I have to try to always smash the snake when you do that, because it saves a lot of time. Because it's a really slow pattern. The black hole is pretty easy, but the problem is for the black hole, it's the spikes from the top of the screens. You have to take care of them because they are random. Oh my god, that was close. I was a little bit late when I smashed. Okay, second phase. Let's somebody start with this one, yeah. I can't smash here, I don't have enough debris. Always begin with the top if you can, because we can't hit the top at any time, so if you can do the top of the snakes, it's always preferable. Okay, fuck. Okay, fine. That's not a bad boss. Pretty good. And so yeah, I don't speak a lot about the scenario of this game because there is a lot of cutscene. Cutscenes are really long. There is a lot of dialogues. So there is also time traveling. So it's especially in English for me. It's pretty difficult to explain that. So I will not spoil. I will not spoil. So we are back with Ætienne, the second character of the games, and we also get a new power. I just use it at the very beginning of the sections. That's with the B buttons. I can go back in the time. That's can be used to reset some rooms at any time. So it's pretty useful. Like this. So I come back to the beginning of the rooms, and that also can be pretty useful to win times because it's going back to the times, but don't deactivate the switch you just activate during this room. So that's why we have to use it when I teleport here when that can win us sometimes. So what I have to do now, because we are in a Metroidvania, I have to go back in every different sections to activate a specific interrupter to unlock the last level of the game. So once again I have to, oh my god, that's bad. Okay, so okay, that's good. Sometimes that doesn't, the cube here don't come in this way. So now I have all of my upgrades, so I can use them for doing platform or winning times. So here it comes, one of the most hard jump of the run. So I will probably be quiet when I try to do that correctly, because I will not do this room normally. I will dash this here, make a tiny cube here, and no, that's not good. No, that's fine. So there we go. At the third try, that's a good. Oh, come on, That's a good thing. So by using the momentum of when Reika lands on the ground, you can have a little boost for when you jump. So that's, oh damn, bad. Oh sorry, I hit the microphones. Oh, that's very bad. There we go again. Okay, that's fine. Whew. So as I said, I already activate 5 switch, and here I just activate 2 more of them, so that makes 7, and that's enough to face the boss of the section. But before that, this is probably not the hardest jumps this time, but the hardest glitch of the games. So let's try to do. That's probably the rooms I train the most. So that should be fine. Okay. Okay, fine. Very good. That's the airlock. And that's pretty good. That's passed on the first try. So here we go. We are back as to Ravinetta once again. But so this time she's way more difficult. And this is probably the hardest quick kill of the runs. Because to do a 1 cycle in this boss, you have to nearly destroy, to nearly contaminate every single rock to make enough debris. So I will do an intentional damage here. That's fine. Yeah, that's enough. Cool. Once again, I will stack all of the rock in the corner. Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's enough. Good. So, last one. Okay, that's a quick kill. Very good. That was a good boss. I successfully did this quick kill 50% of the time, so that's pretty good to manage it correctly in a marathon. So we have a little discussions with Astra Ravinetta, and because she's a knight, she has some proud to activate the switch because we beat her. So let's go for the second section. We can do every section in the order that we want, but I prefer to do it in order because to be honest, the first section is probably the hardest one. So that's why when I said the hardest one is about, of course, about the glitch or something like that. Oh, what's happened? There we go. Yep. I have to take care about my HP here. Okay, I have enough debris. Yeah, to pass this guard, I need a lot of. Oh, not enough. There we go. I need to stack some debris. So, I will trick these rooms once again. And no. No. Yeah, there we go. By doing this this cube with a very precise angle, I can go for the. Oh, can I escape before the? Yeah, nice. I escape of these rooms before the activation of the switch, so I win a little bit of time. I win some seconds. It's perfect. And now, no. I miss. Second try. No. I can't save that. Yeah, that's. Yes, there we go. So yeah, it's a really precise timing to do this, to cut this rope correctly. So you can save these rooms if it stops in a certain angle, but that was sometimes that was not worst. So not really well-made rooms, as we can see. I just have to jump here without destroying the rocks. So, and there we go for the bridge rooms. Bridge rooms was one of the rooms that we think about taking extra upgrade for the skill tree, because we can have multiple javelins with the skill tree, and we can climb at the left wall of these rooms. But after some try, we saw that it's preferable to just do the rooms normally. It's just faster than just go for the skill tree and activate the multiple javelins. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oof. Oh, come on. There we go. So, that's boss number... I always lose the count when we are in the second part of the games. So we are back on Astra Kadru. There is less platform than the first fight. So oh damn! Oh, I will be late. No, it's fine. Yeah, always use javelins to destroy some doors. That's faster. Okay. Once more. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 2 hits. I use a javelin in the air before this phase because that's make me wins a couple of debris, because I can touch a setup door. Okay. I will drink in the other side this times. Sometimes that's exactly the same way for the oh yeah, that's bad. There we go. Yeah, the last phase I take a useless hit, but anyway, just lose me some seconds, so that's not a big deal. So for the moment, there is no big fails. I'm pretty happy about this run. Remains two big section.
Do we have time for another donation?
For sure.
We have a €1 donation by Stormcrow56k, who says, "Since you do not accept tasteful watercolors, here's €1. Cancer sucks."
So we are back in this section of mine, and that's a very simple section to be honest. Oh, that was close, but that's fine. So I will use this gaze to make a platform. So during the cutscene, the robots that we see will pass, yeah, behind me. So it's good. I destroy the tanks, activate that, and teleport. So, as like the first sections, I already activate 5 switch in these sections. So now I only need to activate 2 of them. I mean 1, because I already activated 1 of them in my first in my first way in this section. So. Oh, that was close. So yeah, I don't even speak about those elevators. Those elevators are activating by the... Oh my god, that's bad. That's very bad. Okay, that's fine. I slip a little bit. That's happened sometimes because the... Oh. Okay, I have enough? Yeah. Sometimes the cube rolling, and that's makes some problems if you want the cube stop at a specific way. I destroy this one. And I will just use a simple oh no, not like this. There we go. A simple javelin to activate this one. That makes 7, and we can immediately go for the boss of the section. That's of course Astra Rowan K2 for the second fights. So the next rooms will be totally skipped by once again the wheel glitch. I go here. Oh, come on. Enough. I just use the javelins and activate this wheel. Normally you have to climb the whole rooms to find a wheel on the top of it, and come back with this wheel to activate the switch. But just with a javelin, that's fine. So this boss is probably the main run killer in the boss rush and also in these runs, because there is one random pattern, the spikes from the top of the rooms. They are random, and if they push you in a hole, you die and you have to redo the entire boss. That's 2 minutes plus or something like that, so you have to take care. Okay, good. There we go. This is this pattern, the most dangerous one. Because there is 2 things, the laser and the spikes. So I wait. Here I wait just for the smash, because it's always better to skip the smash instead of the black hole. Because the black hole gives you tons of debris, so that's way worse. Smash. That was close. Okay, good. Last phase. So I have enough. I have lots of HP. So right now the really close timing. Right now the only things that can kill me it's probably to get pushed in a wall, in the hole. There we go. So not bad. So we manage we activate all of the 3 different main switch in the 3 different sections. So now we have access to the last level, the Sky Fortress, of the very last boss of these games. But before that, to access to this very last boss, we have to activate 6 different switch in 6 different rooms. So this is, there we go, for the last section of this game. So before that, we have to climb this room to accede to the main teleport. So I will use the drill just, oh no, there we go. Let's hope that's going well. There we go. Javelins to make some platforms, and let's go. Yeah, about those blue balls, sometimes in the games, that's save points. You can go back, you can take back all of your lives and save your games by. Oh, come on, there we go. I would like to show this. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's those jumps are very close. So, I only have 3 HP. That's not a lot. You have to take really care here. I will take my time. Okay, I dodged the. Oh, that's bad. There is some debris on the switch. Okay, that's fine. Only 4 HP, that's not a lot, but that should be fine. Okay. So, I will activate the teleport here. Ah, no. There we go. And fine. So this jump is a little bit tricky, but by doing a big cubes, that's fine. So I have to wait here. Yeah, there is all of the different things we meet in the games in this skying fall. Oh my god! Oh, I was on the steel bar instead of my javelins. I will take care here. And fine. So there is a way to totally trick these rooms. I will just go back in times after I activated this door and activate it by this way. So that's not the normal way to do this these rooms, of course. So this rooms is all about cycle. Very good. Yeah. That's perfect. Just have to go my way out of this. Make a big cube here. Yeah, perfect. So let's hope all of those things. Yeah. Sometimes the switch doesn't activate because those debris. Oh no, not like this. Those debris are putting in a way that's make the switch doesn't activate. That can be problematic sometimes. Yeah, perfect. So third one. Let's wait like this. So normally we have to do this room by using the gaze that we see at the bottom right of the screens, but just by using the javelins I can activate this switch on the top. So okay, have to take care here. Okay, that's fine. There was some debris on the switch, so I was scared that probably can't work, but there is no problem. So a half done. Let's go for the second part. So I have to take care of the spikes. Okay, fine. Let's climb. So before starting to activate those things, I need to activate the switch on the top of the room. Come on. There we go. So this is the normal way to do these rooms, and in my casual gameplay that's make me so many times to find a way to put this laser on the good spot. So this is a pretty funny, a pretty well designed rooms here, I think. Just have to up and done. Perfect. So there is also something like a 100% category in this games. We call that the blueprint percent, because 100% mean also to activate all of the skill tree, and that's really long. So we named 100. Oh, come on, Reika, you can do it. Sometimes the momentum doesn't want to. Come on. Oh, that's... The things doesn't goes... No, I will try to reset. But normally the things get pushed immediately when I go on it, so... There we go, like this. Yeah, the physics are pretty weird sometimes. So, that's obviously not the normal way to do this rooms, because you have to normally you have to activate this door on the bottom, but I'm not doing it like that. I just activate the switch, go back in times, and out of the rooms. So remains one switch. So don't touch me, thank you. And yeah, first try, perfect. Normally you have to stack more debris here. I just go back in time to be at the right of the screens. And now I can go here. It's AT. So here I just have to run to get the good cycle. Oh no, I missed. Because yeah, there is some cycles here. So I take the second ones. Also, don't hesitate to use damage boost like I do in these rooms. That's very useful to win times because, as I said, the knockback is really huge in these games. Here come the last rooms before the last boss. So, stack debris. There we go. Ouch! Don't touch me. Okay, perfect. Just have to take care. Oh, damn. So, perfect. So there is multiple ways to do these rooms, but the better way is just to use the blade to cut a part of these cubes and activate them. Oh, some freeze. Oh my god, what's happened? What's happened sometimes, the cube get blocked by the corner. I was waiting for the cutscenes. Okay. So that was a pretty good final section. So there we go, last boss of the games. So this boss can the duration of this boss is around 4 minutes. So it's a boss about stamina, to be honest. So there we go, Astra. So I will not spoil the identity of this boss, but the true fan of these games also know how this boss is cool when you read all of the dialogues and all of the text in these games. So this is the second boss, the second random boss of the games, because all of the pattern can be, oh no, bad RNG. There we go. So the blade is the worst pattern possible, because it's pretty slow. And that's also pretty worse. But the two, so this one is good. Black hole is good because this is a lot of debris in one way. Just have to spam. Okay. So this boss has two phases. The first one is pretty simple, but the second one can be a problem because she is faster at different way to hit. So I just have to take care when she go into the second mode, Super Saiyan mode. That's pretty funny because this is the only boss with two different musics. Oh damn, I get it. Don't touch me. Okay. Wrong pattern. That's pretty slow. Anyway, let's try to hit free swirl. There we go. Yeah, invisible boss. That's a pretty funny glitch that can happen if you hit the boss at the exact frame when he came into the middle. I'll try to do it in another time if we can. Okay, free sword. That's why I need it. Okay, perfect pattern here because I can smash the boss during this attack. Beginning by a black hole is always a good thing because you have lots of debris because of that. There we go. Damn, I was lucky during this phase. Oh no, not the good frame. Anyway, I would like to manage the invisible boss once again. Oh damn, I lose. Anyway, I'll check it. Sometimes I don't know why, but I lose to the black holes. Even if I spam very fast, that's not happening correctly. So there we go, last hit, ready for the timer. Once we see the really big finish. So and time. So that was pretty good run, I think. I died many times at the second section of the games because I don't manage the cycle of the laser correctly. So, do we have the boss rush incentive or not?
Let's find out. I will refresh right now and see if it's met. Unfortunately, it did not get met.
So that will be all for Giga Worker during this BSG. Thank you a lot anyway, thank you a lot for all of the donations during this marathons, and have a good weekend to all of you. And that's probably it. I will just show the oh, I didn't see the time, so that's a sub. What? 59:08. That's world record actually, if it's true. So. Oh my god! I knew the run was good, but as good as it is. Wow. Yeah, we are only 3 on this runs, but that's pretty. That's beat my PB by 10 seconds, something like that. So pretty good time. So well, I will let you.
Well, thank you, Ætienne, for that world record run. We will go back to you soon with Bayonetta 2. We're going to set up and also run some ads, so stay here.